So yesterday in class, we watched a video about the 3 branches of government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So in your groups or by yourself, can you guys write like 5 things that you know about our national government? You have to write 5 things. You guys can work together. You can do it by yourself. And it can be anything about government that you know. Okay. So what are 5 things you guys know about government?
I'll probably be done by tomorrow.
You won't be done by tomorrow.
Is it today's assignment?
No. Come on, try it. You guys got it. All right, so you guys are working hard. And it looks like we have quite a few different things done already. Good job, guys. Look at you. All right. So, what is one thing you guys can tell me about government? Maya.
It's like a circus.
It's like, government is not like a circus. What part about the circus was there? How many rings of government? Yes.
There's 3 rings of government.
3 rings of government. All right. 3 rings of government. And G-O-V, the dot at the end of it, is an abbreviation for government. What else can you guys tell me about the government? Yeah.
There's one of the 3 rings are called Congress.
One of them's called Congress, you bet. And do we know, so Congress is part of a different branch of government. Congress is actually going to be part of the legislative branch. So does anybody know what the other 2 branches are? We have the legislative branch. Maya?
The Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is part of the judicial branch. What's the last one? You can shout it out. You know the answer. Who's the last part of our government?
The public.
Not the public. It starts with a P.
President.
The president. You bet. All right.
Are we going to learn who's in the branches?
We are going to learn about who's in the branches a little bit. So,
I know one person that's in the Supreme Court.
who's in the Supreme Court?
Senator?
Not a senator. The senators are in Congress.
Oh.
So it's really close. That is really good. So when we learn about the 3 branches, we can keep that up there. Let me move one of these chairs. Ugh. All right. So we have 3 branches of government. We have executive branch. And our government, so I keep saying 3 branches. So our government has, do we know what the Constitution is?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Constitution is a very long, boring letter signed by all the people saying that I know the first few letters are "We the people."
We the people, you're right. So the Constitution is like kind of the law that we follow, right? It has all the laws and all the rules. That's the big tree of our government. That's the foundation of our government. And then we have the 3 branches that come up on the top and the side, and that's how the government separates. Do you remember from the video why we have 3 different branches? Does anybody know what it's called? Yeah? What do you think?
They keep us apart because we might get all fighting, and the president will just order something, and we'll all start fighting, and then nothing will get done.
They keep it apart so that no branch can have the supreme power over any other branch. It's called checks and balances. So they all help to keep the other ones in line, right? So we have the executive branch. What do we think falls under the executive branch? Congress, the Supreme Court, or the President? Do we remember?
Congress? Supreme Court. President.
President. You're right, President.
Yes.
And where does the President live?
In the White House.
In the White House.
You raise your hand, you have to blurt it out.
Oh, it's okay. We can blurt it out today.
Oh, yeah.
So the White House. So when it comes to laws, do we think that the president makes laws?
No.
Signs the laws?
Yes.
Yes, he signs the laws. You're right. So he signs the laws, so he's enforcing the law. Because he is signing it. So
the government makes the law, and then the president has to sign it.
Well, what part of the government makes the law?
Supreme Court? Congress?
Congress.
Yes.
All right. So we have the executive branch, so the legislative branch. let us. Oh, nope, we have Congress.
Oh, goodness.
That's okay. Do we know what Congress is made up of? You had one of the words earlier. It started with an S. Senators. So we have the Senate.
The judge.
No.
The jury.
The Senate and the House of Representatives.
Oh, I thought it was the jury.
I know.
Judge and jury.
House of Representatives.
Are we supposed to be writing this down?
So we have the House of Representatives. And they aren't in the White House, but what else do we have that they might take part in? What building?
The Capitol building.
The Capitol building. So they are in the U.S. Capitol building.
Wait, I actually once went to the Capitol building and saw the big doors of the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was written in like golden letters.
Oh my goodness, I really want to go there.
You haven't been there? You haven't seen the big tree at Christmas time? Oh my gosh, you should
Oh.
seriously go there.
I can't wait to see it.
I've been there
So-
for a tour.
All right. So, does the Congress make laws, create the laws, or do they review the laws in like a court?
They review the laws.
In 2 columns. So like we have Congress, and I want to check to make sure that you have them right. So then Senate, we have President over here.
What's veto power?
Where's White House? Veto power. All right, we didn't cover veto power. Veto power is the ability for the president to not sign a bill, a law, into becoming an actual law.
I remember that from the car.
From the car. All right, so can you make those in columns, kind of up above your papers for me? And we still have some of the notes up on the board.
Hey, what's this one? Enforces law.
Mm-hmm.
White House. Oh, Congress. So Congress goes into Congress. I don't see any Congress. It's
Congress. So Congress is the legislative branch. Congress is the
veto
combination of the Senate and the House of Representatives, but each of those only provides half of Congress.
veto power. Enforces law.
Enforces law. So which one says that it enforces law?
President.
The president, you're right. So we want to put that under the president's column.
And the president is
Executive.
executive.
Yep.
Do we have different leaves? Make a law.
Some of you might have different leaves.
And I don't see an enforceable law.
You don't see an enforces law, so you might not
Review
have one.
law.
All right, so we don't have that one for you. So if we put the president up here, and we put Congress here, and we put the Supreme Court here, where would we put makes laws? Who creates the laws?
Congress, I already did laws. There.
You bet. All right. So you guys are doing a great
What are
job.
these other two leaves
working
for?
on
The
those.
veto power and justices.
So justices, what has 9 justices?
The court.
The court. So that goes under the Supreme
Veto
Court.
power.
And veto power goes to the president. So Congress sends the president bills, which are laws that are
And president.
they're writings that want to become law.
Veto
And the
power.
president has the opportunity to sign it into law.
Veto
They can
power.
send it back to Congress to have it changed, or he can veto it and it won't become a law
At all. And then
at all.
veto power.
Right.
If
so,
it's like dogs can't walk on the sidewalk, that would be a no-no.
yeah. All right. So we have these
That would
split
be a
up into our
stupid
3
law.
columns.
I
So we can start to glue those down onto our trees
We get to
for our final project. Yep.
power. Veto power.
The value of the
Veto.
veto.
Veto. So we can just glue them